What is up, all my beautiful Sagittarians out there? I hope you're well. Welcome to this space. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here and don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. Well, Sagittarius, I am here to connect with you to do your energy reading for the week of July 12th through July 18th. Now, before I get into it, Saggies, there's something I want you to know and something I want you to remember. Please understand these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. Also, if you're watching your sun sign and you don't find your message here, feel free to check out your moon and or your rising signs. And if at that point you still don't find your message, come back next week. I'll have a whole new set of messages and your message may be then. All right, Saggies? Well, let's go ahead and get into it. So first and foremost, Saggies, we're going to be pulling you an Oracle card from the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle deck. Now, I've worked with this deck in the past, and I had put it away, but Spirit told me it's time to bring it back out because it was definitely resonating with people and definitely helping people on their path. So like I said, we're going to pull you one energy card, one Oracle card to see what's kind of going on in your space, what you're dealing with, what's happening around you, where you are in your path, how Spirit's supporting you, and what needs to be brought to your attention, okay? So give me one moment while I go ahead and tap into that energy. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of July 12th through July 18th. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of July 12th through July 18th. All right, Sagittarius, so what's coming out for you this week? And your overall energy card for the week is duality, balance needed. Interesting. Virgo got this same card. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could have some Virgo in your chart, but it could also be beneficial for you to go ahead and check out the Virgo reading. It might be some information for you there. Because you know what we have here is I feel like your life has been up and all over the place, Sagittarius. There's been an imbalance here. There's been an imbalance either in your work or in your love life or in your relationships. This could be family, friends, lovers, co-workers, bosses, whatever it is. There's been a bit of imbalance, and you need to take a look. You need to take a look at different areas of in your life that you have maybe not really shown a whole lot of light on lately, because there's an imbalance there, and it's needed for you to shift your perception so you can bring about some change and move away from conflict and move away from instability and bring back that balance back in. For some of you also, you are definitely connecting with your yang or your yin this week, but I just feel like there's a balance of inside in your masculine and your feminine sides of yourself, okay? So definitely take a look at different areas of your life and see where the imbalances are, because that's where Spirit wants you to work. That's where Spirit wants you to do things, okay? So definitely go within and ask Spirit to show you where these imbalances are. So now what I'd like to go ahead and do for you, Saggies, is I want to go ahead and I want to read what the book says about this card to get some further insight, get some further information, and see what Spirit's really talking about when they bring out this duality card for you, okay? So give me one moment while I go ahead and pull that up. All right, duality, balance needed. You're asked to look at the need for balance in your life now. This may be in terms of your approach to life, working too hard or not working at all, looking after yourself or neglecting your basic needs, good diet, exercise, positive thinking. It can take a myriad of forms. With Metatron, we will often be drawn to our imbalanced masculine and feminine states and the need for equilibrium there. Maybe you need to nourish and nurture your feminine side, receiving love and being held, or maybe you need to motivate and take control and action with your masculine side. Only you can know. We all live in a constant state of flux, seeking equilibrium and peace. The symbol on this card is a powerful one that serves to remind us of this dance between two states of being, both within us and externally. Seek that attention from you now. To live a balanced life is to live a healthy life. You're asked to look at situations, people, thinking, and energy around you and see what you may be out of control or conversely parched and ignored from little attention. It may be that your inner child needs acknowledgement at this time rather than allowing your adult self to hold full sway over everything. Balance is needed in every part of who and what you are. So often we seek to label something as right or wrong, good or bad, and yet in life, negative and positive energies serve each other. Any experience you are living through, even if difficult, painful, or upsetting, has a hidden gift of bringing something positive to you now. Nothing happens that isn't meant to happen. The soul knows what it needs to learn, to grow, and also what it has signed up for this lifetime. So too does every other soul in your life, even if you can't understand the choices they make. Dark and light, night and day. We need the dark to show us where light still needs to be shown. We sometimes need hard, challenging times to wake up humanity and ourselves to wider truth of reconciliation and love, to bring back light to where it has long been forgotten. Rather than labeling what you struggle with now as unfair and unjust and seeing only its bleakness, look again and see the light within it. From those who dry your tears as they care for you, to the unexpected smile of a stranger that pierces through the darkest day, light is always there in the hard times too. The promise you are given is that what seems most difficult now will pass. Your life is made up of light and shade. Into each life, both sun and rain must fall. But the rainbow is always there bridging our experiences. This card seeks for you to feel the balance of life and the flow that allows you to experience duality. One of the only places in the great universe where this is possible. Take this symbol on the card you have chosen and place it in your hands. Ask Archangel Metatron to help you see both sides to any disagreement, to feel the light within the darkest hour, to see the masculine and feminine parts of you, and to bring all aspects of yourself back into equilibrium. So yes, definitely there has been some imbalance here, Sagittarius, and I think I'm starting to feel like this is how you look at things. This is how you feel the good and the bad times. I feel like for some of you Sagittarians, not trying to call you out, but you don't understand the growth that is there even in the hard times. So even if you're going through hard times right now, Sagittarius, you need to shift your perception and to see the silver lining around everything, because everything happens for a reason. There is no coincidence. There is no coincidence. Only situations, only cause and effect, and only what your soul has signed up before this reincarnation. So definitely understand, no matter what you're going through, balance will be brought back as long as you are fully willing to commit to the process. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do, Saggies, we're going to move forward into the tarot part of your reading. So with the tarot, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, the energies to help you be more open. We'll look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as what negative energies are coming your way. We'll look at how to best invite those positive energies in, as well as how the negative energies could affect you, and things of that like. So let's go ahead and get right into it, Saggies. First and foremost, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, and the energies to help you be more open. Alright, Spirit, so what energies are going to help to keep my Saggies grounded? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Okay, so we do have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, so this week, Sagittarius, for you to remain grounded, you need to invest your time in really looking into the places of your life where imbalance lies. Looking into those relationships, into those situations, into your job, into your mental space. Wherever there's an imbalance, you need to invest your time and invest your energy in really understanding how to work away from those imbalances and how to work to bring balance back in. Because it's like as soon as you bring that balance back in, it's going to ground you into where you're going and what you're doing. So definitely, like I said, invest your time. Invest your time in those areas where not a lot of light has been shined on lately. That doesn't make sense. A lot of light hasn't been shined on lately. Interesting. That didn't want to really come out right. I wanted to say shone or shine. It wasn't really. But I think you know what I mean, Sagittarius. I think you know where I'm going with that. Definitely invest your time into areas that need or have had imbalance lately, okay? Use all your power so you can persevere through that and bring that grounded back energy back into your life. Now, as far as energies to help you be more open, yeah, same thing. You need to focus. Need to focus on the imbalances. Need to focus where things are not quite right, where things have been a little unsettling. And understand that that's a process. Understand that that's a process you're going through so you can finally release those energies and see that cup of love that's sitting right behind you. But you really need to invest yourself. Invest yourself on working on the imbalances in your life so you can create a smoother water, so you can create a smoother path and really bring those imbalances back into balance. So focus on the things. Focus on the things that you haven't really given a lot of energy to lately. This could be old hurt, it could be old pain, it could be old relationships that you didn't get closure from, it could be grief you've had to go through, it could be situations in your job where there's been some indifference or been some inequality or unfairness, and speak up. Speak up about what these things are, and speak up to yourself about these things. Speak to your heart to these things so you can focus on those and create balance back in those areas, because I see that you need to. There's a necessity for you to focus on these empty cups so that you can release that energy and definitely be open to working with that energy this week, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward. This also could, before I go forward, we do have some Capricorn energy, so some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we also have some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you could be dealing with those signs, or could you have those signs in your chart, but there's definitely some water and some earth energy around you having to do with this imbalance and where balance is needed. So definitely, like I said, in your relationships and possibly even in your career, okay? So definitely look into those places of inequality so you can bring balance back into those areas of your life. All right, but now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as what negative energies are coming your way. All right, Spirit. So what positive energies are coming in for Saggies this week? And what negative energies or challenges may be coming their way? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. More water and earth energy. So interesting. So interesting. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into each of these cards. So as far as the positive energies coming in for you for the week, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new opportunity here. There's a new opportunity for you to really dive in deep. To really dive in deep to the places of imbalance and bring the balance back in. This could most definitely be in the way you make money. This definitely could be in your career or your job setting. This could be with people in your job, coworkers, bosses, whatever it is. There's been some imbalance here. People have taken you for granted, I feel. I feel like people have really been using you lately, Sagittarius, and you've been feeling really out of sorts because of this. Really not sure how to move forward. Really not sure what it is you need to do. And what it is you need to go within and invest your time to create balance back into those areas. And that's going to give you a boost in your manifestations. That's going to give you a boost in your opportunities. And that's going to bring you back to prosperity. So definitely there are some new opportunities here for you this week, but you have to create that balance before those opportunities can come in, okay? Now, as far as the negative energies coming in for you for the week, there's not a whole lot of them. There's not a whole lot of them, okay? Because we have the Nine of Cups. I mean, there could be a little dissatisfaction in your life. There could be a little bit of you focusing on the material aspects of life and not really like wanting to go in and find that balance. But I feel what's happening here, there is a wish being granted. There is being a wish being granted because Sagittarius, you're finally doing the work. You're going within, you're focusing on the imbalances, you're focusing on the inequalities, you're focusing on the adversities, and you're bringing balance back to those areas. And you're really persevering because you're investing your time into creating that balance. And what's happening is a wish is going to be granted. A wish of a new opportunity, a wish of new prosperity, a wish of your manifestations finally coming to fruition and finally coming to truth because you're going within and you're bringing about a balance, bringing back things back into an equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? Making things more smooth for yourself. Definitely, though, you might be a little dissatisfied with how this process is going this week, and that might be a bit of that negative energy, because, you know, the Nine of Cups in a negative aspect is about dissatisfaction. You know, so you might be a little unhappy with the process. You might be a little unhappy with the process, but I still see that you're persevering and going through the process, really handling it well, because you want to create balance in your life. You want to create smoothness in your life, and you want happiness. You want happiness. So even though you're like, yeah, it's kind of murky to deal with it, it's kind of hard energy, it's really kind of moving slowly, you're still pushing through. But definitely watch out for those areas of dissatisfaction because that's going to hold you. It's going to hold you back from creating that balance, okay? But let's go ahead and we're going to move forward. And we're going to look at how to best invite in those positive energies of a new opportunity, of new abundance, of manifestation, and of prosperity. And we're going to look at how the possible feelings of dissatisfaction in the process is going to be affecting you. All right, Spirit, so how can my Saggies best invite in those positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Yeah, your soul wants to fly, though. Your soul really wants to have a rebirth, and it wants to fly at this time. But like I said, that balance needs to be brought back into certain areas of your life where you've kind of like not been willing to do the work. You've not really been willing to really look at it because it's almost kind of too painful, it's too hurtful, it's just too much. But Spirit's saying it's time for you. It's time for you to work with your shadow self. It's time for you to deal with the dark side of your life so you can bring that back into balance and bring it back towards the light so that they can create a wish granted for you, okay? Let's go and look at the cards. So we do have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, good. Beautiful card. And we have the World. All right. So as far as how to best invite in those positive energies, yeah, this is about you knowing that happiness is coming your way, knowing that balance is coming your way because you're willing to do the work. This is that end-all, be-all. This is those strong foundations in business, in love, in life, in your family, feeling good, feeling happy. It's almost like this week, even when murkier energies around you, just decide to smile. Do something that lifts your spirits. wake up each day and decide to be happy, because that's a decision. That's a choice we make. And definitely invest your time into working with those imbalances and working it with a sense of self that's really like coming from a loving space. You know what I mean? Bringing love into every area of your life, even with the hard areas. Even in the areas where you're like, I would rather not even go there, or with the people that you don't like or people that don't like you, just look at them with love. Bring love into that area, because that's what that imbalance is. And that's where that balance needs to be brought in. So this is about you just emanating that beautiful energy that you have, Sagittarius. That beautiful energy, seeing the adversities, seeing the difficulties, and fighting for your happiness. Fighting for what you want. Not giving up, but continuing to persevere and investing your time into bringing balance so you can have new opportunities, so you can have new prosperity, and you can come from that place of just a beautiful thing being given to you. Whatever it may be, job, love, balance, situations, whatever it is. Whatever it is, you need to fight for your happiness so you can bring those strong foundations in, okay, Sagittarius? Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you, we do have the World card, okay? So the 2 is about balance and is about choices, and the 1's about new beginnings and opportunities. But see, what's happening here is if you don't persevere and you don't invest your time into bringing balance into your life, into the areas that are imbalanced, into the adversaries, into the dissatisfaction, into the unhappiness, into the inequality, whatever it may be, those murky areas, if you don't go in and bring balance, it's going to keep you from moving forward. It's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you from completing a cycle. Because there is a new cycle here for you. There is something that needs to be completed, and balance needs to be integrated back into your life. But if you don't go within and you don't focus on that, that wish of a new cycle is not going to be granted. And you're going to remain stuck in a never-ending cycle going round and round and round and round, not moving forward, but just continuing on this cycle of not getting anywhere. Not getting anywhere. And that's why Spirit wants you to bring balance back in, so a breakthrough can happen, so some movement can happen. So a new cycle can begin. So you need to really work on those places in your life where you have lack of closure, where you have anger, where there's repressed sadness, or, whether it's in relationships, in your job, whatever it is. Work on those imbalances this week. I can't stress that enough. I know I keep saying it, but I keep hearing it inside. I keep hearing a need for balance, a need for balance. Spirit can't stress that to me enough, is that there's a need for you to bring that balance in so you can have a closure in some area of your life, and you can end a cycle and start a new cycle of having a wish granted and having new opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? So definitely work with those energies of going within and dealing with your shadow self. All right? So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to move forward, and we're going to look at the benefit of the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as how to best overcome the negative challenges. All right, Spirit, so what are the benefits of the positive energies for my Saggies? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, beautiful. And we have the 9 of Wands. Yep. All right. So, as far as the benefit of the positive energies, we do have some air energy here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But what I feel this has to do with your mental stability. This has to do with your mental balance. This has to do with your happiness and your unhappiness and bringing balance back in. I feel like this week, because you're focusing on what you want to create, and you're really persevering, and you're investing in going through the inequalities in your life, and you're investing your time into bringing in balance, you're going to have the mental clarity, you're going to have the breakthroughs, and you're going to have the victory that you want. You're going to have the breakthroughs that you need because you are using your raw, innate power to fight for your happiness, not giving up, but continuing on a path and dealing with the bullshit in your life so that you can create some happiness and you can create some quality of life necessary for you to move forward. So definitely, there's been places in your mind that have created that imbalance for you this week, and clarity is coming. Clarity is coming because you're doing the work, okay, Sagittarius? Now, as far as how to best overcome the negative challenges, we do have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, this is another card of perseverance. This is a card of investment. This is a card of giving of yourself to create balance in your life. No longer are you going to be held back by old walls and old limiting belief systems. You're going to walk right over that, and you're going to walk over it with passion, and you're going to create that balance in your life. And you're going to say, you know what? Even though this hurts, even though this is hard to look at, I'm going to stare this shit straight in the face. I'm going to look at this shit straight in the face because I need to deal with this pain. I need to deal with this sadness. I need to deal with this depression. I need to deal with this inequality. And if this is another person, you're telling them, look we're going to work this shit out. Because I can't have this imbalance any longer. I can't do with this unequal give and take any longer. And if this is just looking at yourself in the mirror, you're saying, look here, you. We're going to do this. We're going to get through this. And we're going to persevere. And we're going to recover. We're going to recover from this. And we're going to bring passion back into our life. We're going to bring happiness and balance back into our life. And this is about you just being persistent and resilient and having the courage to go through all the bad shit so you can bring that balance back into your life. And you can move forward towards your happiness, move forward on your path, ending a cycle and creating some new prosperity for yourself, because a wish is finally going to be granted. And that wish is you being persistent and you going through the crap. You shoveling out the crap and cleaning up your life. Going into the deep recesses of yourself and creating that balance where long imbalance has been held. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward. And we are going to look at one more card, and it's going to be the overall impact from your energies, positive and negative. One more tarot card, that is. All right, Spirit. So what is the overall impact from the energies, positive and negative, for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of July 12th through July 18th? Yep, Seven of Cups. You're making that choice. You're making that decision, and you're standing firm in it. You're saying, no longer will I allow myself to be stuck. No longer will I allow a lack of closure or a lack of anything, a lack of anything going to hold me back. I'm going to make a decision to really contemplate the imbalances in my life, and I'm going to move towards creating that balance necessary so that I can step up the ladder in my spirituality, step up the ladder in my life, and move towards a new cycle, because I deserve everything that I need. I deserve everything that I want. So no longer will imbalance hold me back. I'm going to make that choice. I'm going to make that choice to deal with that shit and get it done. And I'm going to release myself. I'm going to release myself from anything that's held me back, and I'm going to recover, and I'm going to recover so well. I'm going to have such a victory that new manifestations of prosperity are going to be brought to me. So make that choice. Make that choice this week, Sagittarius, to work through the crap, to work through the stuff, and relieve yourself of imbalances. Okay? Beautiful energy reading. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to move forward, and I'm going to pull you 3 cards of guidance for your week from Spirit, from the Messenger's Oracle. Okay, these are just going to be like extra advice or drops of wisdom, something that's going to help you out a little bit more in the situation, okay? So let me tap into that energy. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of July 12th through July 18th. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, ooh, there's 2 of them, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of July 12th through July 18th. Okay, let me get your 3rd card out before we go ahead and flip them all. All right, so your first card of guidance coming out for the week is seek your answers within. Yes, go within. Like I said, you need to go within and find those imbalances in your life and start to work on them. Start to relieve yourself of that pain. Start to relieve yourself of that anger. Start to relieve yourself of those repressed feelings, those repressed emotions, because there's a lot of love for you here. There's a lot of love and light, and their answers that you seek, the answers to your question that you seek are within yourself. So go deep. Go deep, okay, Sagittarius, and be willing to fight for your happiness. Be willing to fight to bring balance back into your life. Now, your second card to come out is we are all connected. Yes, every situation in your life has been connected to you, and you have held on to things in your life that you no longer need to hold on to. You no longer need to keep held. You need to release those situations and realize how connected you are in your life, how connected you are to Spirit, and how connected you are to your happiness, because Spirit wants you to have happiness. Spirit wants to bring that in, but you need to realize how connected you are and work with that. Work with that. Know that every effect has a cause. Every cause has an effect. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you do brings back what you want. So speak out positivity, speak out balance, and that's what you'll get back. Raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. Okay? Now your 3rd card to come out is see yourself in nature. Yes, if some of you have been isolating out there and you haven't been doing a whole lot, get outside. Get outside, get out in the sun, feel that Schumann's resonance, feel that earth energy, let it heal you, let it help to bring balance back into your life, let it shine light on those places in your life that you have not looked at for quite some time, and just see yourself doing the work, and see yourself in love, and see yourself in light. Okay, Sagittarius? Well, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated with you. If so, please comment below, let me know how. Also, if you're new to my channel and you like my content, please like, click subscribe. Share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Anybody you feel that's on this path. Also, if you want to be notified of my future content, go ahead and hit that bell. Well, this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from my channel, Wow Oracle, saying thank you so much, Saggies, for being with me in this space. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for being open to the messages from Spirit. I hope you're able to take something from this to propel your week towards health, wealth, prosperity, love, and light. I'll see you guys next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.